Welcome back, friends. We got another good one for you today. This is with my training partner, James. James is a really tough blue belt who's been out for a little while, so this is my first roll with him in a few months. I immediately start with the guard pull, and James is looking to pass. You guys know I like to play half guard, but James always does a really good job of keeping his legs away from me, making it really difficult for me to lock up any sort of guard. He starts to pass with some pressure, and he's looking to control my legs and look to walk over. I'm doing my best to scoot out, keep frames, and then to lock up some sort of guard. Now it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to attach to his leg, so I see the opportunity to try and go for a choi bar. I quickly look to throw my leg over, try to get that choi bar entry, but James does a good job of posturing up and he's able to escape the threat. He's looking to pass again, controlling my legs, and I make my grips and square up to try and make sure he doesn't pass my guard right away. So far, my guard has been pretty passive and reactive throughout the round, and James has been doing a really good job of controlling the legs, so he looks to enter into the pass that we worked today, which is a shin staple into a single under. He's able to get the shin staple, but I bring my knee shield in to frame him, and then I quickly go into half guard. Instead of staying in half guard, I opt to look to close my guard. I'm able to pull him into my close guard, and then I look to work my stuff. Looking at his posture and arm position, I decide to start walking my legs up. I'm looking to get into a high guard and then maybe start to threaten some arm bars. I'm doing my best to control his posture and his elbows, and I'm looking for the correct angle to start throwing up my arm bar. Also, forgive me if the camera swings around a little bit. I'm upping my production game and we just got a gimbal and we're learning how to use it. My goal here is to pull that elbow in, start controlling the cross shoulder to break his posture, and then throw my leg over. I'm able to successfully do that, and then I start inverting under him as he looks to stack me and defend. I'm doing my best to keep control of the arm as I invert under, and then I'm able to spin all the way through, looking to bring James all the way over into our standard armbar position. I'm able to bring him all the way over, and then I look for the finish. I'm able to get the finish, and we reset. Now I'm looking for the same stuff as always. I make my grips, I sit down, and I look to play some guard. I start controlling James's collar and sleeve, and I'm looking to enter into some sort of guard, but James does a really good job of pinning my leg to the mat. I scoot out to recover the use of my leg, and once again, this guard is looking very passive. My legs are doing nothing to frame James, and this allows James to go for a pretty easy throw bypass. Thank God for flexibility though, because I'm able to throw my other leg over and recover my guard. James is still putting some heavy pressure on me, and I'm looking to use my frames to keep him away from me while I try to think about my next step. He continues to drive forward towards my head, which as you can see is weighing on me a little bit with that exasperated exhale. Nevertheless, I'm able to prevent the pass. I look to put my knee shield in, and I'm thinking about going for a scissor sweep here. But I'm not sure that's going to work because James has a really strong base, but he underhooks my leg and I end up shooting up a triangle instead. Now James is really strong and often postures out of my triangles, so the likelihood of me finishing this triangle out of 10 is probably a 2. So I switch tactics, look to control the arm, and I throw my leg over the head for an armbar. Now I'm looking for the finish. Now I want to invert under him like I did the last time, but James knows that's coming, so he's making it really difficult for me to get under that leg, and he starts to stack me looking to free his arm. Seeing how difficult it was going to be to invert under him, I opt to come back and look to improve my position. Instead of looking for the triangle again, I do my best to come back to close guard, and I'm able to lock up my close guard. James is still looking to pass, and to pass my close guard, he starts walking back, arching his back, and then he looks to push the knee down. He opens my close guard fairly easily, and I try to put my knee shield in so that I can lock up another triangle. His arm is still stuck inside, and eventually he's able to wiggle his arm all the way back in. Meanwhile, I start thinking about looking for an omoplata on the other side. But James's arm is really far away from me, and I don't have the opportunity to go for the omoplata, so I have to think about something else. For a second, I think about going for a shoulder crunch, but James disengages. He starts controlling my legs, looking to pass from side to side. He nearly passes again, but I'm able to keep my knees in, and I do a good job of framing, looking to go back to my close guard. As I look to close my guard, James starts to underhook my leg, and that allows me to lock up another triangle. I start looking to break his posture, so I start controlling my own shin, and I'm looking to walk back. James starts to pin my left arm, and I'm doing my best to circle out of it. I'm feeling pretty stuck here for a second, but then I decide that I really want to convert this triangle into an armbar. To do that, I need to create an angle, control the arm, and throw my leg over. So I start looking to control the arm and create my angle. Now this takes me a long time, and also when I do get my leg over, I really don't have a good angle for the armbar. I start to frame his face, and I'm really worried about him popping his head out. But I throw my shin over his head really shallow at first, and then I'm able to adjust and get a better angle. I'm looking to invert once more, looking to bring him over, but James has had enough of this, so he's stuffing my arm and making it really difficult for me to slide under him. I start looking to bridge and keep my legs heavy, trying to finish this armbar, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work out. I'm eventually able to underhook the leg, but at this point, your girl is tired. I try for a few more seconds to finish this armbar, and eventually I abandon it and go back to my triangle position. And that's pretty much the round. Thank you so much to Coach Caitlin for filming. You did a great job despite only having like 10 minutes with the gimbal before we filmed this. And thank you so much to James for allowing me to film this round. If you guys are enjoying this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!